the theme is teachers run the district, and we always have, and we always will. Sometimes ASC superintendents and the such recognize that fact, and it works very well. And sometimes they don't recognize that fact, and it doesn't work very well. So here we are today. So I'm going to read now. Confusing policies, intimidation, lack of communication, no respect for staff, change for the sake of change, lack of research are a few of the themes that are presented to President Levy and myself on a daily basis. We can start by recognizing the failed practice of RUSD chiefs using fake names to substitute for teachers' credentials. We can cultivate a sound process for change where people are not confused. We can make sure members feel protected and secure when they are called to give their opinion or present research, even if it might contradict an idea presented by administration. REA is here to say, stop ignoring us. We can't protect the children from the confusing leadership coming from RUSD administration forever. The bottom line is, REA needs to be involved in the front end of all changes in RUSD. We will not, however, sit on our hands and wait for clunky changes to be piled up until our children become the victim of confused thinking and random practices. We further are calling on RUSD BOE, the Board of Education, to help lead in restarting the collaborative relationship between RUSD and the various bargaining units. We are the experts. We are here tonight for our kids. Thank you.
My concern is that district administration's policy on discipline has changed dramatically for the worse. It includes a top-down command and control approach where principals are not allowed to handle discipline problems in their own buildings. Blue slips are not being returned or acted upon. REA members are being told that the administration is discouraging the use of blue slips. Teachers feel pressure to accept students back into the classroom without student issues being resolved. Clearly, this is not just happening at Mitchell Middle, where I teach, but it is district-wide. We have never before seen the intrusion of human capital into the business of our buildings as we are seeing today. Teachers are being walked out of the school based on student allegations alone. So far this year, 3 teachers at Mitchell Middle have been walked out after being accused by students of wrongdoing. These teacher suspensions are not being done at the behest of our principals, who now have no choice in the matter. It is a policy established by off-site district administrative leadership who do not know our students or our building. We are finding at Mitchell that a few troubled students are now openly conspiring against teachers they don't like. This clearly is a result of decisions being made by off-site administrators. Principals are being hampered in their ability to take care of problems in a way that is just and equitable. Every case is treated in a cookie-cutter fashion. All cases handled the same regardless of the facts and what's best for the culture of the school. Troubled students are catching on that if they file a complaint, a teacher will be removed immediately. When it was proven that the students conspired, consequences were non-existent. In one case at Mitchell, the principal gave a 5-day suspension for lying about teacher conduct, but an ASC administrator overruled that decision and immediately reinstated the student. Students are learning that if they accuse a teacher of misconduct or student-teacher contact, they can get their teachers removed immediately. In my 25 years as a teacher at Mitchell School, I have not seen one teacher prior to this year told to gather their personal effects and then be walked out. Our school has not changed that dramatically. So far this year, 3 teachers have been sent home in the middle of the day. This is happening at Mitchell as well as across the district because of the top-down command and control approach of leadership. And I really hope that this board takes it into consideration to do something about that. Thank you.
Let's talk about living in fear. The coming tech refresh has established some disturbing parameters with regard to laptops and their usage. We have been informed that we will now be financially responsible for any damage to our computers and their peripherals, including chargers and adapters. I would add that we are also being told that we are now responsible for the possible theft of the laptops or their peripheral devices. And to assuage our concerns over these new parameters, we are supposedly being offered the opportunity to purchase insurance at a rate of $20 to $50 per year. Also, say some student swipes my computer. Now I have to fork out the money for a crime that was committed by someone else. The idea of having insurance on it is wise, except I'm going to have to pay for it? In what business or office setting is a worker charged with paying for insurance on a computer that the business wants him or her to use as part of their job requirements? I don't own the computer, so why am I supposed to pay out of my own pocket to insure something that I do not own? I would also like to take this time to underscore the monumental difference between this tech refresh and the previous one. The previous tech refresh was a collaborative effort between the district and the union. What happened to that spirit of cooperation and collaborative effort? Why was the union not involved this time around? I feel that if we had been involved, a lot of angst and fear could have been avoided. And in fact, perhaps it's not too late. Perhaps there is still time for us to get together and work towards creating a policy that is more logical and more equitable. Thank you for your time.